Shout out to Truly Yours for the set design. Watch The Villain if you want to understand how far I got with mine. It's difficult for me to talk about myself because of how much backlash talking about myself has caused. It's not so much I'm looking for applause, but help too. But I want us to take a pause when we say, we all suffering, dude. You need to get over you. Currently, death is still true. And I dislike the idea that the everlasting life is only achievable once you hit graveside. The upside down if you're into Stranger Things.
Life is like an RPG. He's in the midst when gathered together a 2 or 3. I need a party of 5 just to complete. Decolonizing the mind for common unity. Minimally, I need a mage with versatility. Best case of range of mages, most for healing. Who know the sum of benefits of burning sage, and in certain cases, the discernment to choose other smudging techniques. And she a freak. They gotta pray without ceasing, seeking God for everything, and understanding that scripture was brought to beings by beings. And being a being known as beings being ain't shit. I'm greening this thing, I don't see weakness as worthless. Ain't that what Christ did? Is that what Christians do? You mean to tell me that the spirit of truth was given to you to be a bully to the broken and spiritually uncomfortable? That's a load of golden bullshit. You call that sensible? I don't get it. It's literally in the scriptures. The 3 wise guys, the magi, the ones who gifted gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I got a sense that at least one of them identified as alchemists, meaning they understood the sciences to the extent that he and his friends could follow a star in the east from the west. I'm willing to bet that Mauritania and Mali is where the magi hail from. They gotta pray without ceasing, seeking God for everything, and understanding that scripture was brought to beings by beings. And being a being known as beings being ain't shit. I'm greening this thing, I don't see weakness as worthless. Ain't that what Christ did? Is that what Christians do? You mean to tell me that the spirit of truth was given to you to be a bully to the broken and spiritually uncomfortable? That's a load of golden bullshit. You call that sensible?
What is common? What is common? What is common? Day-to-day stress does not let up. Day-to-day. We pretend it lets up, but we continually take on more weight to the point where individuals are weighed down concerning the entire community, not just their household, but no one is caring concerning themselves about their community or their own household, let alone someone else's household within the community. What is common? What is common? What is common? The idea that if the number one cause of divorces,
we're the fingertips, palm, and wrist joints of the
people would
system
spend more time in disharmony with their spouse that's doing their damnedest to hold them down, instead of looking more closely at their
Love your neighbor as yourself is the summation of all the law and the prophets.
If forgiveness is forgiving, we should be forever giving law forever.
love yourself.
Loving yourself so that you can love your neighbor as yourself is deeper than walking a mile in someone else's shoes.
That we're so
Walking a month with somebody else's stress level. And not desiring calamity to befall someone else. Loving self, loving neighbor as yourself, and loving self and neighbor unconditionally is where we need to go.
Loving your neighbor as yourself is not easy if everyone around you, including you, is traumatized, and if we all need love. It's a seriously traumatized motherfucker.
I'm not going to say that loving your neighbor as yourself isn't hard, because loving yourself is hard. What's hardest about it is that all of us have experienced some sort of perception-altering experience because life, the past however many years, and everything that has come with it is finished, happened for a reason. we're still living in this pre-Juneteenth kind of nonsensical way of living. We're driven, but we're driven by the things that keep us in submission.
And supposedly for most of us, there's going to be consistent suffering to the extent that the suffering that we know now shouldn't be able to compare. My question there is, why am I supposed to believe that the creator of heaven and earth took so much time to create a suffering in the design and then extend to those who don't cross a certain line an even more intricate suffering blueprint? I don't think bills was in God's original design. I don't believe making mountains out of molehills. I have nothing. It's difficult for me to talk about myself because most people's response to me is, all of us are suffering. I get it. So what causes our suffering? Is it God? Because the Christ that I lovingly relate to is all about forgiveness, making certain that everyone has, is all about a definition of love that we did not get until the character of Paul. Sadly, I also know that ancient languages were intentionally more intricate for better communication, and the idea that AAVE or slang or jive or whatever you want to call it is a result of the need to communicate being deeper than the limitations that we were given to start with. I know a lot of people with great vocabularies that can't spell a lot of the words they use on a regular basis. I'm thankful for spell check. I'm also aware that if you spend a lot of time in the dictionary and you're not completely understanding the phonetic given, but you're more concerned with the definition, you might mispronounce things just because that language is foreign to you. It's Phoenician. So if we're all suffering, how did we get here? If it's not God's design, how do we get there? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Why is bread close to $2.57? If God's design literally said it is not good for man to be alone, why do we have a society that continually pushes loneliness? That's literal isolation. That's literal, we don't know each other well enough nor trust each other well enough to know if one of us could walk into a situation guns a-blazing. I'm not that kid, but now I'm depressed enough to stop it because I don't appreciate suffering for myself or you. Seriously, what are we going to do? Because if the price of getting to work is more expensive than what you would take home from getting to work, if the price of food is more expensive, if the time to prepare the food that you need is more expensive, if the ability to follow your God-given dreams is more expensive than what you take home off the clock, I guess I meant that. Because the job's in your psychological. You literally believe that you're a part of the team. And so you, as a decent human being, give your best effort. To a motherfucker that literally will look you in your face and tell you, I don't care that your child is dying. I need you here at 5. So what traditions are we keeping alive? Feels more like steal, kill, and destroy. Where is the life and where is life more abundantly? And I'm not even talking about first world luxury. I'm literally talking about Maslow's hierarchy of basic needs. And until we can look into what has become the prison population and decipher how that begun, and weep and mourn where there needs to be weeping and mourning. Joy does come in the morning, but if we pretend that everything current is honky-dory and there's nothing different than we can do, I'm tired of preachers and prophets lying to you.
Not even from around here, nobody really knows my name. And from the way they're looking, it doesn't seem like things will change. Some people wanna stare because my clothes have no brand name. And I don't have time for this, didn't ask to move anyway. Maybe someone will accept me, I'm real, I don't play no games. I try to be respectful, mama raised me to be that way. But all the laughs and jokes they say sting just like physical pain. And I don't wanna live like this, but I sure don't wanna die today. Maybe you should give me a little something, then you would just see I'm still human. I don't have to live up to your opinion. We can get along if you let me do me. Just keep quiet, got their own insecurity. Say their friend was getting tried up, they make sure to be all in that beat. It's kinda sad when you realize some people really think this way.